What's going on, everybody? It's JB here with another episode of the Burnley FIFA 16 career mode, and today it's a cup football we're bringing you today, and it's round 4 of the Capital One Cup. It's our first foray as covering this covering the Burnley defence. Unfortunately we did try and cover the Brentford game, but unfortunately that got taken away from us. Now we play, it's got a local feel to it because we are playing Fleetwood Town. We're currently in League 2 and fighting against all odds at the bottom of that division at the moment. I'm surprised to see Fleetwood Town actually there, and they're fighting with to stay up alongside Morecambe and their fellow League 2 sides. So 21st in League 2 against 9th or 10th in the Premier League. It's bound to be a mismatch, and it's a perfect game for Burnley really to get themselves a goal. But I'm sure there's going to be masses of changes because of the team we're playing. Mind you, we played Barnet in the second season, and we came unstuck. So we can't take Fleetwood any lightly. We must take them very seriously. So let's see what happened. It was going to be a much changed squad regardless of which. Obviously there are bigger competitions, and with the competition we were up against, we were going to make several changes. So let's go back to quarter-to-8 where we took on Fleetwood for a place in the quarter-finals of the Capital One Cup. Good evening, welcome to our reigning Turf Moor for the last 16 of the Capital One Cup, and Burnley make at least 9 changes. In comes Steer, Shawcross, Dyer, Galloway, Anori, Loftus-Cheek, Girl and Sheba. And Fleetwood, who are in the bottom 6 of League 2, well, they go with Savicevic in behind Ball and McManus. They go with 3 centre-backs, Johnson, Pond and Jordan. Ariesta is the goalkeeper. Jay Rodriguez and co need to beat. In fact, 8 changes made for Burnley. And Jay Rodriguez, 29 years old now. And we're all set to go then. Fleetwood in there. Changed colours of all yellow and dark blue. Get this match underway. And they're going to attack the Jimmy McIlroy stand to our right. And even with 8 changes, you'd still expect Burnley to win the game. So much quality out there. Jed Steer actually gets his first start of the season, a former Aston Villa goalkeeper, and was almost beaten by an audacious overhead kick by Savicevic. And a sensational start for the League 2 strugglers. And of course, Lancashire rivals, of course, as well. So Jed Steer kicking clear, Shawcross to Loftus-Cheek. Redmond back to Loftus-Cheek. Real chance to see how the Finch players go on here. And Nuri now will take over. Oh, what a goal! Nuri on its first appearance of the season with an absolute stunner from the edge of the penalty box. And the favourites in this game are in front. And it hasn't taken them too long. Well, Nuri got himself half a yard, finished with a plong, and Burnley lead by a goal to 0. Villa reserve. That's a good ball, and Gale is onside. And Sheba's pulled away to the back post, and it ran away from him, but Rodriguez tries to retrieve the situation, and Jordan gets back and does well. Quarter of an hour gone, and it's going according to the form books now. Loftus-Cheek cuts that out. Good ball in there. Sheba. Good turn. Sheba. 2-0. It may well be a long, long night for Fleetwood Town. Little touch back to Sheba. Gets his shot in. And that's superbly taken. And it's going to be a long old night now for Fleetwood Town, as the reserves, some of the fringe players, stake their claim maybe for a more equal starting spot in the league game. And Julian Sheba, the big, powerful, stocky built striker, signed as backup. Well, he's hit another goal in the Capital One Cup. They do have some of the big hitters on the bench, by the way, the likes of Balotelli and Ings and one or two other players. It's just an opportunity really to showcase some of these fringe players. Really, if it had been more bigger opposition, I think you'd have had most of the first team playing anyway. Nuri, we've got the first goal. Oh, lovely ball. And Gale in now, number 3. And we've not even played half an hour. Swirls through, and the goalkeeper beaten a mile. No chance at all. Dwight Gale adds 2 goals from Sheba and Nari. Fleetwood all over the place, and Burnley rampant. They lead 3-0. Jordan, Monlachlan. Well, this was a game that Burnley were expected to really dominate, and they have done that to a T, considering Fleetwood's predicament in League 2 at the moment, right towards the bottom end of that table, and maybe fighting relegation back to the conference. But here there's a chance now, and it's just headed wide again by Savicevic. He's had a couple of good opportunities. This one hit the outside of the post and away again. McManus, Pond, Bell, Grant. Good skills by Grant, and Grant is through. It's Grant here for Fleetwood Town. Good save, steer, and Galloway steers it away, and that will go for a Fleetwood throw. Fleetwood just starting to ask 1 or 2 questions here of this Burnley defence. Flicked on by Savicevic, but Nuri gets it away. Here's Gale. Sheba. Gale again. Intercepted by Pong. Final 5 minutes of the first half. And Jed Steer can make to show crossing turn, finds Loftus Cheek. That's a good ball. And Sheba trying a long range effort. Oh, good save by Aristeru. Well, at 3-0 you can try the speculative, and it may have just been creeping in. Good goalkeeping. Redmond's corner. Aristeru got there. Nari off the line by Savicevic, and then Aristeru gets the ball. Short cross. Shot was a bit tame, and it's forward kindly here to Sheba, who sticks it in. Our first half to begin for Fleetwood Town, but a first half to remember for Burnley, who just before half time have more or less booked their place in the last 16, in the last 8 rather, of the Capital One Cup, and ends Fleetwood's amazing run here and now. Good finish by the German. Burnley 4 now, Fleetwood 0. Sheba gets his 2nd goal of the game. 3rd goal in the competition this season, in this competition. Stutsy a few headaches. He said he was going to experiment, and that goal from Sheba, his 2nd, was virtually the last kick of what's been a one-sided first half, although Fleetwood have played a lot better than what the scoreline suggested. But 2 for Sheba, 1 for Nari and 1 for Gale, and Burnley have a comfortable 4-0 lead at half-time. So away we go in the second half. No changes from either side, and here come Burnley. There's Brendan Galloway. Galloway. I think it may have got a deflection, in fact. And it looks as if Rodriguez is going... No, it's not. It's a goal kick. So Aristeru will take the kick. Beaten 4 times, but he's been unlucky on 2 or 3 of them. With a little bit better statistically, percentage-wise on passing, but that doesn't mean a thing when you're 4-0 down, almost 5. Bell heading it back into a dangerous position. Now Grant. Ryan. Shawcross just booted any old how, but it gives Fleetwood a real opportunity to try and pull something back out of this. They're going to make a change here. Stephen Presley signed. Kieran Dunbar will replace Bobby Grant. So Fleetwood get a throw then. And here's ball. McLaughlin. Corner kick. It's an event from the File Coast. Taken by Ryan. Towards the back stick. Well held there by Jed Steer. His handling has been very good, and now the flag has stayed down. Sheba may well just keep the match ball now, and the goalkeeper just about did enough. Give the goalkeeper some credit. That was a very, very good save. No two ways about that. That was a good piece of goalkeeping. Dyer. Go away. Gale again. Goalkeeper. Oh dear. Here's Ryan. McManus. Steer making almost a dog's dinner of it. Comes out to Bell. Ball back to Bell. Fleetwood looking for one back. Savitovic. Oh, he's got one back. And he deserves that, Savitovic, because he has had the best opportunities that Fleetwood have had in the entire game. And he has pulled it back now to 4-1. Good finish. Good confident finish. No chance there for Jed Steele. And Burnley concede for the first time tonight. Good finish by Savitovic, and not that they're going to stay in the cup, but that will give some respectability for the scoreline. 4-1 now to Burnley. Good moment there for Savitovic, because he has worked very hard for that goal. Meanwhile, we've got Gale at the other end, and another flying save by the goalkeeper, Aristeru. Good save. Redmond again with the corner. Oh, free header. And Shawcross should have hit the target. Not that they're worried. Nuri. Been a better second half display from the visitors, really. They've really put up a very brave fight in the second half. But here's McManus. Good save by Jed Steer. Good effort this with the left foot from McManus. And a good save by Steer. Great piece of play all around. So finally, Fleetwood have themselves another opportunity. McLaughlin with the corner. Steer with a good fist away up to Sheba now. If he gets past this last man, he's on for the hat-trick. And he's past him now. And if Sheba keeps his head, he will complete the hat-trick. Although Gale is screaming for it now, but Sheba's going to ignore him and complete the hat-trick. And to be fair to Dwight Gale, he congratulated him straight away. There was only one thing in Sheba's mind when he got through there. Bury the ball into the back of the net. Just put your foot through it. And ignore Dwight Gale and in the end it was a correct decision, and it was a calculatedly good decision. Burnley 4, Burnley 5 rather, Fleetwood Town 1, and Sheba completes the hat-trick. And really, it's been a rather professional performance, apart from 20 minutes where Fleetwood had the best of it and scored their reply from Savicevic. But apart from that, really, it's been a very comfortable night for the Clarets. And they'll prepare for some bigger challenges ahead with another win. That's their 4th win in a row in all competitions now. And it can't be that bad now. Sheba trying a shot, and he's looking for more here. And the goalkeeper makes a fine save. Good left footer. Well belted away by the goalkeeper. That was an excellent save. Redmond's kick. Sheba! Oof, off the line. And Dunbar completes the clearance. But Burnley are through. And they're now into the quarterfinals of the Capital One Cup. Easy winners in the end, 5-1, but fair play to Fleetwood. They didn't deserve 5. I think the scoreline flatters Burnley somewhat, but a hat-trick for Sheba, who played magnificently and quite rightly will keep the match ball. Other goals coming from Dwight Gale and Nuri, who started the scoring off. Savicevic with a reply for Fleetwood. They bow out though. 5-1 losers tonight to a rampant Burnley. Well, good result there for the Clarets, and a good warm-up for the match on Saturday against Crystal Palace, which you'll be able to see highlights of next in the next edition of the Burnley Career Mode. Right, just to catch up, just before we leave you then for this episode, let's bring you up to date with what happened in the other games. As you've seen, Burnley have beaten Fleetwood by 5-1 very comfortably in the end, although Fleetwood gave a very good account of themselves and should be praised by the positivity there. And if they show that same spirit in League 2, I think they'll be okay. Shock now at the John Smith Stadium. Huddersfield Town have knocked out West Ham. West Ham go out of the League Cup by 1-0. Another shock across Yorkshire at Ellen Road. Leeds United 2, Liverpool 2 after extra time, and Leeds go through by 5-4 on penalties. Newcastle are also through, beating Leicester City by 2-1 at St James's Park. In a massive game at White Hart Lane, it's Spurs who came out on top against Manchester City, 0-0 in that one. Everton are also through after a tight and titanic struggle at Molineux. They won by 2-1 over Wolves. Chelsea made it a little bit of a struggle, but it needed to be against Rochdale, and they safely through. Unlike Southampton, who bow out at Exeter, and you don't want to be going down to St James's Park next up in the draw, that's for sure. Exeter City under the manager of the exuberant Paul Tisdale, they're through 2-1 against Southampton. And now, without further ado, let's show you the draw that was already made earlier on this week for the quarterfinals. And here we are. Chelsea play Huddersfield. Huddersfield's reward is a away match with Chelsea. Exeter's reward is a trip to Goodison Park to play Everton. And in the tie of the round, arguably, we have got Tottenham Hotspur, and I for one will be looking forward to that. We're at home again, and I would really fancy us to do Spurs certainly in that game. And Leeds and Steve Evans' reward for famously beating Liverpool in the last round is a tricky little home game against Steve McLaren's Newcastle United. And that brings you up to date with the League Cup. Just before I go, the next career mode game is at Selhurst Park. It will come from Selhurst Park. Highlights from there. Be sure to join us for that particular video. Until then, take care. I'll see you soon. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. All the addresses will be on in the closing credits anyway, but I will remind you again, because I feel that I ought to keep promoting the channel. The channel, as you well know, will be JB Clark. Please subscribe, because we are hoping, if we can get 100, we are hoping to get as many subscribers as we can. We need to get the 100 mark. So come on, tell your friends, tell your neighbours, tell your relatives, tell your apes even to subscribe, because I'll tell you something, it'll be well worth it. And also, if you want to tweet me or contact me about anything or put a potential question to a question and answer session I'm hopefully preparing if we do get to 100 subscribers or 50,000 views or whatever, be sure to do that. Drop us a line at the Twitter address, that's at jbclarent83. As I say, all the details will be on in the end credits at the end of the programme, which will be about 10 seconds from now actually. So with that in mind, we'll see you soon with a Crystal Palace game. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, enjoy the rest of your day, take care, and I'll see you soon. Ta-ra.